Oh, what's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back. Today, we're gonna take a look at a brand new action figure two-pack set, and this is from the Storm Collectibles. These guys have been out for a while, but to be quite honest, I haven't seen a lot of people review them, unless I'm not really paying attention. But I got them a while back. This is a two-pack that costs about $114, but you got two figures. And it's none other than the henchman from Golden Axe, the video game. This is Heninger and the Long Moan. I guess the Long Moan is my brother over here with the horn helmet, and my man with the bandana is the Heninger. And these are from the Storm Collectible Company from the Sega series. This is a elongated box, as you can see here. Looks really nice, window box opening. And this set is really nice. But again, like most Storm Collectibles, it comes with way too much, in my opinion, of different hands with only a few accessories of weapons. So if you have so much options with so many hands, then why give us such a little bit of weapons? I kind of think it defeats its purpose, and they could probably have brought down the cost and just left it more simple. So, like you can see right here in the box art, really fast. Let's take a quick look. Let's bring some better lighting in here for you guys and for your entertainment. And there you see the Heninger right there in figure form. And then you see there that we have the Long Moan right here, and that's also the figure with the Golden Axe font and logo from the classic game. Legalese in the bottom, very thin box, as you can see. Golden Axe, the game font on the top. Then on the spine on one side, obviously we have the logo, and then the picture of the actual figure, the Long Moan. And then in the other side, I believe it's a picture of the figure in its full format of obviously Heninger, as you can see there. And then in the back, a nice cross cell with the figures alongside. And then you see, them doing different moves and have them in different positions that you saw them in the game, with this wonderful Golden Axe crest in the top with Terrace Killiam Blade, I forget their names, oh my god, and Ty Terrafield, the girl character, I don't remember off the top of my head their names, and Terrace Flair, it's just, forgive me, that's my old age, but basically this was I don't know if it's Storm Collectible exclusive, but I think it might be, because Storm is the official site that carries Storm Collectibles for the USA. And again, it was $114 plus tax and, the shipping costs. So like $135, $140 at the end of the day. So let's get right to it. Let's take a quick look at these guys out of box and see what they have to offer, if they were worth the wait, if they're any good, or if they're just duds. But before you do that, remember, leave a like if you like the channel. Leave a dislike if you don't like the channel. Share this video with someone you think might like it. And for all of you that continue to return, thank you for showing up again, because without you, my channel would not be sustained. So, sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and let's check out the Golden Axe Storm Collectible, Heninger, and Long Moan. So here we have it, guys. Here is Heninger and Long Moan out of packaging and in all of their glory. And as you can see, these are a build an army set, so they're very simplistic and not really stylized, but they're true to what they are, to what they were to the Golden Axe game. And it's really cool to be able to army build these guys. So if we start off with the Long Moan and bring them a little closer, right? as you can see. And we look here at his face, and we give you a little bit better lighting over here. You can see that the long moan looks more like a older man. You can see his eyes, and this piece is removable, and if you take it off, he is also a bald-headed character. You see his eyes look really good, and the details look really good. Kind of dread, like pretty stilled and look, but you see the little wrinkles there in the corner or socket of each eyelid or eye socket. And again, he has like some paint rub on his nose, but I don't know if that was put there deliberately, because it almost looks like it was deliberately painted on. And then when you put on the helmet, he looks pretty cool. And then this is the fabric material, which is like a kind of a baby blue with some highlights of green and weathering in black. His belt buckle, as you can see, and then the tethering in the skirt area, and it has a slit there for when you want to do splits. The way it looks in the back, really nicely done. And my only thing is that I believe in the actual game, these guys were more blue than anything else. But maybe, you know, they were that kind of blue. But see his arms very nicely sculpted with the white wrapping on each side of his forearms. And then you look at his legs going all the way down to his yellow cream style boots, which are very simplistic, soft looking, and not really a lot of detail in them, which I don't remember again if that was accurate, but I believe it is 100% accurate. So as far as the what you call him, the long moan, he's very nice, very stylized, but again, very simplistic, right? So let's take a look now at the other character, Heninger. Okay, guy, and here we have Heninger. I said Heninger. It's Heninger, N-I-N. Sorry about that. Let's take a closer look at his face, and you see right there that he looks almost like an American and an Asian almost at the same time, with the bandana and the bald head. Looking very barbaric. He has his little goatee, his teeth doing like a crunching, growling type of look, and then the little goatee around, his ears, but very soft looking, not a lot of detail. But you do have another nice weathering and painting, airbrushing over here in the muscular neckline and his shoulder bones, collarbones. And then you have the pieces here that go around together. It's one piece attached with the shoulder pauldron plates that look really nicely painted in that nice metallic gun silver. Wonderful sculpting in the actual chest area and torso and the stomach. One of the better sculpts that I've seen for Stone Collectible as far as muscles and looking more natural and not overly exaggerated or hyper animated, if you will. Arms look really nicely sculpted. There you go, with the forearm guards in the same beautiful gunmetal silver paint. Looks spectacular. Then you have the belt buckle in the same spray-on paint of that gunmetal. Black belt with his leotard or jock strap or little puny tight underwear. He's got that, all that, you know, business going on in the back and business going on in the front, as you can see. And then you got the thigh muscles on the legs with all that detail, his knees, and then the boots again with that flat matte gray in the back with those plates of protection in his shin guard of his legs in that gunmetal silver, and then leading down to the end of his boots in that nice creamy beige. So his skin tone, if you notice, is a little more I would say common, like that common kind of white texture, but it's not too pinkish where they look like they might be turning into a tomato with the skin itself. So they look great. And to be honest, there's not much to them, but they look great. So now what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at their accessories and see what they come with, just so you can get an idea. So here we are, and we'll go from here, to look at their accessories from on the next clip. So guys, here we are. These are literally the accessories they come with. And I was trying to explain to you, they come with in a gross amount of hands, in my opinion. This is overkill, especially when they only have 2 weapons, and each weapon is 1 for each character. Mind you, these characters come out in other iterations of the games, like Golden Axe 2 and Golden Axe 3. So you could have at least thrown 1 more weapon, in my opinion, but no, they have all these hands that you're never, ever, ever, ever going to use. And if you do, it'll be on some rare occasions. So here are the hands for heninger, which is the exact same hands for both. So I'll just show you. He has a double of the grip hands to hold the weapon, either on left or right. He has these open hands, like open palms. Like he's like, hold on, hold. And then he has these 2 wrestling style gripping hands, like he's gonna claw somebody in the head and grab them with a cobra clutch or something like that. And then we have these kind of like other open splayed gesture hands, like almost looks like you're about to cast a spell, casting spell hands, which I don't see no point in them using it because they're barbarians. And then they have these. So they have these that look like they're saying, stop, halt, wait right there. So altogether they have 6 pairs of hands and 12 hands altogether. But that is including obviously long moan's hands as well, which are your exact same ones, just a different color, a more darker or more tan kind of look. So for heninger, you get the beautiful big ball mace with spikes going down, very accurate to what you see in the game, and it looks awesome. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it, but it has weight to it, if that makes sense, with a nice gunmetal silver on it and a wash. And then for long moan, we have the big mallet, wooden bat type thing with the spikes connected to it, making it really dangerous and crazy looking. But again, also it has all that detail, very accurate to the weapon in the game. So those are the weapons they use. And in the game, to be honest, I don't think there's ever a point where either one of them, even though when you knock them down, they don't pick up other weapons. What they do is they get on one of the steeds, like one of the creatures, to ride around and attack you with the creatures. But they don't grab other weapons. Like if you drop your weapon, they don't grab it and hit you with it. So I think, the accuracy is definitely there. That's what they went for. But if that was the case, they just should have eliminated, like I said, all these hands that are extra and just stayed with a few hands and made the package maybe an even $100, in my opinion. Let's now check them out with the accessories on and their articulation. So here we have them, guys. Let's take a look at their articulation. And to be honest, they're really par for the course. So I'm going to first do heninger and basically just allow, you can see that they're pretty much the same articulation. So as far as the head goes, it moves left, it moves right. It goes down together because this is a rubber piece with the rubber piece, because it's to make it look like it's naturally more realistic. And the head moves back together with this piece like so, and it makes it look more natural. So this piece is flexible. Then you have the, left, right. As you can see, the skin moves with it to give it that sense of realism. And you got the left and right tilt on the head. His hands and T-pose, as you can see, they just popped up. Pop out pretty high and really good. As you can see, the pauldron pieces kind of make it pop out, but it doesn't really hinder. And then you have the bicep swivel. You have the nice butterfly, the double on the elbow, and then the wrist goes left and right, and then of course, whatever direction this ball hinge is, if you want to have it left to right, in and out, up and down, you just put it in that direction, put the hands back in, and then you can move it like in and out in this case, or the other hand, you can do it a different direction. As you can see, it has the torso cut, so it does move, and you hear that they have like that little squeakiness to it. That's a Storm collectible thing. Then he can move that torso individually, and he can move it back individually as well. And you see there's no cavity because it's sculpted all the way up. And then, the left and right. And then obviously you got the waist swivel, and then you can completely move it forward and hyperextend it backwards with the actual waist, and you get a nice, incredible range that I don't think is really even humanly possible, but you can still do it. Especially with these guys, they're barbarians, they're not really martial artists. But again, it's good to have that freedom of being able to move them and pose them like that. That freedom of posability is always a plus with figures, especially if you're gonna pose them out, take pictures, especially for that. Then you got the thigh swivel, which is pretty generous on both sides. You got the nice double jointed all the way up on the knee. No boot cut, but obviously you can go back on the foot that much, forward that much. A toe articulation, and then you got the rocker in the front, the forward rocker. Can these guys do the Van Damme split? I'm almost 100% sure yes. And then some, as you can see. And then you can do kicks this high up, which is a substantial amount. And you can kick back that much. So as far as the articulation goes, obviously, they're very, very, very good. They don't have a lot of clothing, so that, gives them a sense of less hinderment, so to speak, because, they don't get in the way. They don't have no hindrance, like with an overlay or stuff. So the only thing I'll see if is hindered with long moan is torso and, waist articulation. So let's take a look at him. And here he is. Does he have the actual... He has the torso cut. You can see it. And you can move it back, right? To a certain extent. Then you can also have the waist swivel. You can also do the split Van Damme style because it's slit here on the side. He has a good thigh swivel as well. And like I said, way swivel. And then you can also do it together, but it popped out as you can see there. Because obviously the overlay is going to hinder it. So every time you do that, it's going to be hard because of the rubber. Is basically while you're trying to move it forward, the rubber's trying to move it back. But this is how you can move them forward that much and hyperextend them back. And it did it again. God, okay. I don't like when they do that because then they start to get loose. Then it does it. What you call it? Oh boy, you gotta line this up. The ball peg, popping it, and then you can hyperextend it back that much, which is still a nice amount. All things considering, it's just a little bit limited again and restricted because of the actual, layer of the overlay from whatever this is called, tiara, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't even know what it's called. It's definitely not called tiara. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know if it's a gi. I don't think so. It's just an undergarment. I don't know. You guys know. Just tell me in the comment section. So yeah, there you have it. There is the articulation. So now let's take a look at them with the accessories. So here we have him. Here is Heninger with his mace. Move a little bit back. Simple. Stylized, simple, but he looks cool. And again, that's all they bring. It's the one weapon, and then of course, long moan. Again, these figures are cool. They made them because, the minions or the like little extra villains that you fight in games, and when they do stuff based off cartoons, they usually don't make them. So it's really cool that Storm actually took the time to make them and give them a nice dedicated amount of love and detail to make them fit really well, aesthetically with the already existing Golden Axe figures, which they pretty much have done almost every character. I think I'm only missing the big dude with the green, I forget his name, and he had red on them too, which I would like to get one day, but he's also $120, so I gotta pick and choose my battles, people. But anyway, there they are with their accessories. So now we'll do just a few comparisons, and then we'll go to my final thoughts and the end of the review. So here they are next to the King Conan from Super 7, the Arnold version. And then one of the gladiators, I forget his name, from the Fight for Glory line. I think he was Wave 2. As you can see, they look fantastic next to each other because the aesthetics is all in the same realm at the same timeline. And here we have the two characters next to the this is like one of the Savage Crucibles, what you call it, hold on. Here we have one of the Savage Crucibles lizard character. I forgot which one it is. Very amazing figures. The paint job, the armor, the plastic. But the problem with these is the toe articulation and the ankle hinge on the figures are very, very loose, so they always fall forward and fall back. It's very hard to get them to stand correctly because of the weight of the figure being so heavy. But other than that, the figures are amazing, and this is their first wave out anyway, so they, it's kind of like the growing pains within the figure realm. And then same thing with the Frazetta Girls Fire and Ice Barbarian. I forget his name, but either way, amazing figure, right? Iconic from back in the day, from the actual Fire and Ice animation. But as you can see, he's missing the axe on the top because it broke off, and then the string on his bow arrow broke off on me. They just went too thin with that, and the axe, the plastic's too brittle, so I gotta find the piece of the axe to glue it on. I bought it from a third party, So I can't just go and ask for an exchange because it was through a third party, and it was the last figure that he had of him. So, you know, it is what it is. But it also is growing pains. Hopefully the Norseman that they're making, that I also picked up, will probably be much, much better. So there you have it, next to a Savage Crucible and a Rosetta Girl Fire and Ice Barbarian. And here you go, guys. Here you have the Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia Fisto, which looks really great next to these guys, as you can see. And then you have the McFarlane Toys Barbarian Batman. They look fantastic. So let's do one last comparison. And here we have it, guys. The final comparison, none other than Terry Gilliam, or Gilliam, right? Gilliams? The dwarf, and he's riding the is it the leg bird or bird leg creature? And you know, you can pose him in something like this, as simple as this, with some rocks and some nice, you know, background, and you'll see how really amazing it looked on the shelf. So these figures just kind of complete the Golden Axe set from, you know, Storm Collectible. You can tell that they really like the series because they made sure they got to most of these guys quick. So now I'll go to my final thoughts and the end of the review. Well, guys, here we have it. There is the Storm Collectible Golden Axe Havinger and and the what's his name? Long moan, like moaning. These are the henchmen from Death Adder from the Golden Axe game, and they're very, very, very well done, well executed. As you can see, the grotesque amount of hands that came with, I feel are unnecessary. They should have added maybe some other head portraits, right? That were perhaps body, damaged or with blood, with a bloody face or a cracked skull, for example, or helmet, or added maybe a couple more weapons, one for each of them again, like a sword or a shield, or even, giving them maybe an arm that you could swap out and have a battle damaged arm, or or hands, to make it feel like you're getting more bang for your buck. That's the problem with this set. It doesn't feel like you're getting enough bang for your buck, even though you are getting two full-blown, Storm Collectible figures. But they're not, big main characters. They're henchmen, right? They're like army builders. So, but the fact that they did such a good job with the skeletons, even though they are skeletons, much skinnier, less more plastic, they went out with the skeletons, giving them a lot more weapons and accessories that I feel played a better part, because the skeletons were at a $60 or $70 price point. This is $114. So again, I guess it's all subjective, but as a collector with experience in so many years, that's how I feel. I'm just trying to be as honest as possible with you guys here, and those are my cons of the figure. Now my pros is they're just fantastic. If you can get them and you can fit it in your budget, and you're a Golden Axe fan, and you just simply like great barbaric looking characters that you want to mix in with your Mythic Legions, your Super 7 Conans, your Fight for Glories, all types of figures. You want to mix them in with all that stuff, the Fire and Ice Rosetta stuff. The great thing is that you do have the option, right? You do have the option. So these are fantastic pieces. I give them a high grade of 9. And, the con is that they just feel like they could have been executed as far as accessories way better. So, guys, there you have it. Those are my final thoughts. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the review. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't. Share this video with someone you think might like it. If you also enjoyed it, thank you for stopping by and continuing to support my channel and giving me a good review or like, because without you guys, my channel would not be sustained. If you're new to the channel, like what I'm doing and enjoy it and felt that I was worth your time to subscribe, thank you. I'm completely humbled and grateful, because I know you didn't have to, but since you did, remember I consider you now part of my family. As always, you guys can find me at any social media outlet, like Twitter or Instagram. It's all down in the description below. If you ever want to hit me up in DMs to talk, or maybe to want me to showcase and donate something to the channel for me to highlight, you can do so with the information down below, as well as any other social media platforms. I will be more than humble and grateful to do so. It would be an honor, right? Because you chose me. Now, if you want to help my channel directly because you like what I do and you want to help me with the content, funding certain stuff, which I know you guys didn't ask for me to do this, but if you want to, from the kindness of your heart, because you like what I do, because I always fund everything by myself, or if not, my kids, and that's why I don't do a lot of high premium stuff, because it's expensive. You know, you can do it. There is a way you can to help me directly with my PayPal and Patreon information. Again, only if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. It's not mandatory. Only if you want to. So guys, I'll see you real soon in the next one. The Storm Collectibles Golden Axe, heninger, and long moan, like moaning, from Golden Axe, from the Storm Collectibles series. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, have fun collecting, but still be considerate, because we are in trying times. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.